What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the green screen replacement effect inside Resolve 16 with no plugins required. Let's get into it. Hey, if you guys are new here, my name is Josh Haynes. I'm a freelance filmmaker and I put out weekly videos that are on tips, tricks, tutorials, anything filmmaking related, and I'm bringing them out weekly. So if you're new here, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to replace a green screen effect on your phone with an image or video clip. There's a multitude of reasons of why you may need to do this. Maybe you're shooting a commercial and you don't have the actual stock footage done. Maybe it's a news anchor and you've got to shoot that because everything's got to be copyright free. There's so many reasons of why you need to know how to do this. Let's dive inside Resolve 16 and we'll go from there. So you can see I've got just a really simple clip of my son holding a phone with a green screen image. You can download these images all over the internet. They're really not that hard to find. Just type in green screen tracker or something like that and a whole bunch will pop up. I didn't really go too crazy. I just put my background image on there. You can put video clips and whatever you want to put. I just had that image sitting on my computer, so that's what I went with. First thing you're gonna wanna do is find a video clip that you like. I shot a whole bunch of different ones, just testing it out, doing different things, seeing about reflecting in his eye, and I wound up just sticking with this one. I thought it was the best. So I'm gonna bring that into my editor timeline. I'm gonna make sure I'm hovered over it, and we are gonna go into Fusion. After Fusion has launched, I'm gonna move this stuff, drag them down here just to make it a little easier to see. We're gonna go ahead and click one screen right now just so we can see it up here in the top right. You can change that to two screen or one screen. So to stay organized, we're gonna right click on our media in and we're gonna rename this phone in hand. That way it's just easier when we start adding on nodes into our tree. Then we're gonna drag our image right here. We're also going to rename this. You can also hit F2 on a Mac. We're just gonna hit image for phone. We're just gonna bring that over here out of the way for now, just so I don't get confused. Then we're gonna hit Shift Spacebar and we're gonna look for a planar tracker right there. We're gonna add that. We're gonna hit Shift and the mouse at the same time, holding it down, drop in it and let it go. It'll add into our node tree right there. With the planar tracker selected, we are gonna go ahead, actually, let me make this a little bit bigger, the C. We're gonna click the cursive tool right here. I'm just going to kind of go around the screen like so. Under the inspector section, tools, we're gonna go to operation mode. We're gonna make sure track is selected. We're gonna go to the tracker and we're gonna do hybrid point area. Up under operation mode at the very beginning of our frame, we're gonna hit set and select a reference image and then track. And hopefully it goes really good. Sometimes you're gonna have to tweak it and adjust it. If you missed on how to delete keyframes and stuff like that, I will have a video up here in the cards above. I talked about it on another video. I'm not gonna dive into that today. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our image right here and we're gonna drag it and connect it to our planar tracker. Let me scroll this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. With our image selected, I'm gonna hit 1 and I'm gonna bring up dual screen so we can see just a little bit better. You can click on these and hit 1 or 2 and it will do however you want. We're gonna do media 2 like that. Now with the planar tracker selected, we're gonna go to the operation mode. We are gonna click on this, come down to corner pin, and you can see that it brings our image in. Let me bring this back up so I can see it a little bit better. We're gonna go ahead and move this and adjust it to fit accordingly to the phone. That should be good right there. Now if we play it through, we can see that it's tracked it really, really well, and it looks like it's on the phone itself. The only thing that doesn't quite sell it is there's no reflection that would normally be on my phone. And what you could do is you can go over here to the right under merge mode, and you could click background over foreground. The problem is our green screen is covering that up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Shift Spacebar. We are gonna look for an Ultra keyer. We're gonna add that. We're gonna hold Shift, mouse again, drag it in between our phone in hand and plane tracker, let it go. We're gonna click on the Ultra keyer, click on this little eyedropper, hold it, hover over our green, and let it go. You can see we got a little bit of bleed on his blue shirt, which ideally, if you're shooting any kind of green screen or blue screen, you don't want your actors at all wearing either one of those colors. But I kind of just did this in a hurry, so we'll just ignore that for now. Now that we've got the green screen taken out, we can go back to our planar tracker. We can come down to the operation mode and we can hit corner pin again. And we can have the background over foreground, make sure that's selected. And you've got a little bit of a glare going on. It sells it just a little bit more. You can blend it a little bit better than just having the image slapped on top, especially because I have a screen protector going on, so it looks way better having it this way. One last problem though is we still have that tracking little dot in the middle. And a lot of people are probably thinking just do a complete green screen image. You can do that, but it's gonna be a lot harder for your tracker to actually lock onto something. So to get rid of that little dot we've got going on here, I'm gonna highlight both of these and I'm gonna drag them out of the way real quick. I'm gonna hit Shift Spacebar again. I'm gonna look for polygon right there. We're gonna add you. Then we're gonna take our planar transform node. We're gonna bring it here. We're gonna attach it to the yellow. After we have those two connected, we are gonna click on a transform node. You can also hit Shift Spacebar again. We're gonna highlight all three of those, hit Shift, hold it down, drop it in, make sure that's connected right there. With the polygon selected, we're gonna come up here at the top, click our cursor once again. We're gonna kind of just draw a little circle around it. That'll work right there. Then we're gonna click on our transform and we're gonna size it up. And all we're doing with the planar transform is we are just making sure we're tracking it just the same as everything else. Now, if we scroll through it, we can see that it's taken that little dot out of the way. So we've taken the green screen out, we've taken the dot out, and we've made the image look like it's underneath the glass. The last thing I would do is take this into the color tab and tweak things, make it look a little bit better because that image is really saturated and the footage I shot this on was just flat log. But once you get that in there and you color correct it and balance everything to match and have the correct saturation levels, it's gonna look really freaking good. There you go, guys. Just a real simple way on how to replace a green screen on your phone, on a TV set, anything you need to replace. That's how you do it inside Resolve 16. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below on some new videos you want to see coming out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already with the bell notification on so you don't miss any of my new videos coming out. You guys are amazing. I'm the Iron Giant. I'm out.